Hello everyone! Greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I would like to talk to you about dating after the breakup. So often both men and women, after finalizing officially the relationship that lasted for 10, 15, sometimes 20 years with a divorce, feel that they need to start dating straight away because they have lost so much time already and they want to start catching up, they want to try to find themselves again, so they feel like dating pretty much after they have walked out from the doors of the court or after they have received their divorce certificate. To be honest, so often myself and our psychologist Alessia do not take a gentleman or a lady as a client because we see that right now this person is still not ready to meet someone new. This person won't simply open up to a new person because he or she is still attached to his past relationship. He or she is still grieving over his ex, grieving over his past relationship, his past marriage. Of course, we treat every case individually. We have worked with a gentleman, for example, and when he has contacted us, he was still officially married on paper. Because the country he is from, the divorce process there takes several stages, and he was on the final stage of his divorce with his ex-wife. But at the same time, it has been 3 years since they have separated. And within these 3 years, they haven't been living together, and his ex has actually moved on and she was dating another man for almost a year. So they were not married like in the real sense of this word. They were married only on paper. Usually when I conduct the interview with a gentleman or a lady who is divorced, I ask this question: have you dated since your divorce, especially if the divorce is fresh? So this gentleman has told me that since the time he has separated with his ex-wife, for the first year he didn't date because he needed that time to get over the divorce, get over his ex, and to learn how to live being single. And then he has tried to do online dating. And usually people try online dating when they reach the dating market again. And he was not very happy with the results. He has tried to hire a local matchmaker in his country, and he has met some local women, but he has felt that it was not what he was looking for. So the moment he has reached out to us, it has been 3 years since he hasn't lived with his ex-wife. So of course, when we have started working with him, he was completely over his divorce and he was ready to meet someone new. He was ready mentally to open up to the new lady. And actually, before we have set him up on dates with Ukrainian ladies, he has managed to receive final papers, so he was officially divorced and all his legal matters were settled. This gentleman actually had his happily ever after. We have introduced him to a lady who was also divorced, and they have dated for almost a year before they got engaged, and they have enjoyed their engagement for almost 1 year, and after that they had a beautiful, very romantic wedding. Both of them were not in a hurry to get married hot-headed straight after their divorces, so it took them some time. I know that so often you ask me, how much time does it take to meet a lady in Ukraine, to court her, and then to get married? It's very individual. For example, that couple, they were dating for 1 year, then they were engaged for 1 year, and only after 2 years of dating and being engaged and got married. So to be honest, I do not believe in engagement after knowing each other for like 5 or 6 days, for a week. It looks suspiciously quick to me. But let's return to our topic: how to understand that you are still not over your ex, and even though you have received your divorce certificate and perhaps you have moved to another city or even country, you are still in those relationships. How to understand it? The first sign that you are still not over your ex is the fact that you still have internal dialogue. Sometimes psychologists call them internal monologues. It is when in your head you keep returning to some past events and you keep analyzing what she said, how you have reacted to it, what you should have said to her, or how you should have reacted to what she said. Not only you try to play real situation from the past, but you also create new scenarios. What will happen if you meet your ex? What will you say to her? How she will react to your words? What will you feel when she answers you? So you keep returning to the past and you keep analyzing your feelings, you keep analyzing your words, her words, so you are still there. To be truly ready to meet someone new and to open up to a new person, which is really important if you want to build healthy relationship with this person, you have to finish your inner dialogues about your past relationship. It doesn't mean though that you have to try to get rid of all the memories. You can't do that, but those memories, they won't be so acute anymore, and you won't be returning to what if. What if I haven't said that to her? What if she hasn't done this? Could we be still happy? Like these thoughts, they bring you back to your past relationship, and you can't focus on the present. You can't really focus on your new date. You can't open up to your new date. You can't really get to know your date, and therefore you can't build a new relationship with someone really wonderful. The second sign that you are not ready to meet someone new and you are still not over your ex is the fact that you keep comparing everyone to your ex. For example, I had a consultation with a gentleman, and his ex has actually cheated on him. She was 19 years younger than he was, and to crush his ego completely, she has broken up with him after cheating on him by sending him a text saying that she has never seriously considered him to be her boyfriend, and she thought that they were dating multiple people, that they were not exclusive. And this gentleman was telling me that he was so sure that she was the one because she was so hot, so young, so attractive, and they had such a great time together. They went on multiple trips. They have been to Miami, they have been to Rome, they have been to Italy, they have been to France, and he was sure that she was the one. He was thinking about proposing to her, and then he finds out that she's dating other people and she doesn't take him seriously. He said he couldn't understand why she has decided to cheat on him. He was so good to her. He paid for all the trips, he was buying her expensive gifts, he was spoiling her with luxury items like purses, designers, jewelry, clothes, and still she has cheated on him. He believed that he has finally found his own cover girl, and he was so lucky to have this beautiful, hot, much younger girl, and then he finds out that she has a boyfriend her age, and this gentleman was just one of many suitors. As you can hear from the story, that girl is a keeper for sure. But the whole interview, the gentleman was telling me that he would like to meet someone who is as hot, as young, and has the same personality as his ex. After this consultation, this gentleman has sent me many photos of his ex-crush, and he has also sent me the message with which she has broken up with him. To be honest, I was surprised how sincere that girl was in her text message. She has honestly told him that she had a great time with him, but for her it was just temporary. She would never consider marrying someone who was 19 years older, because that's the age of her parents. And to crush his ego completely, she has written that she wishes him luck, and if he wants, she can introduce him to some single friends of her mom. To be honest, after reading that message and after surfing through those numerous photos, and he has also sent me links to her Instagram, I was so confused. Like, that girl has literally crushed his heart, and she has walked over his ego, and he was still worshipping her. Like, in his opinion, she was still the hot, beautiful, seductive angel, and he wanted to date a copy of her. Anyway, we have tried to discuss the criteria of the potential match if we do the matchmaking process with that gentleman, which we didn't. And I've told him that, in my opinion, 19 years is a huge age gap, and I wouldn't recommend him to go that much younger, because simply he wouldn't be popular among ladies who are like 20 years younger. I have recommended him to consider the age gap of 5 to 10 years if he is so adamant to date younger. And he was devastated. He told me like, Svetlana, how can I even consider somebody who is like 10 years younger? She would be old. After like this girl, how can I even look at the old woman? moment, like, have you seen the photos of my ex? At that moment, I wanted to scream on him that your ex was cheating on you your whole relationship, and that relationship was all in your head, and she wanted to set you up with the friends of your mother. Like, really? And you still believe that she was a great catch and a great match for you? Of course, out loud, I've told him that we can't have him as a client because he is still not over his ex-girlfriend, which was true. He has contacted us again, I would say 6 or 7 months after our first denial, and he has written to us, and now, do you have somebody similar to my ex? And again, we told him that we can't have him as a client. This gentleman ended up contacting us 3 more times, and each time he was sending links to the Instagram of his ex and to the Facebook account of his ex, and I have googled that gentleman, and he still had photos of his ex-girlfriend on his Facebook page, where this girl has plenty of pictures of her and her new, very handsome boyfriend who was about her age. Of course, you understand that the attachment of this gentleman to that girl is not healthy. If we are honest with ourselves, she was never even his girlfriend to start with. They were just spending time together, enjoying their time together while traveling to expensive places. So what to do after the breakup? First of all, you have to stop having those inner dialogues or self-dialogues with yourself. And also, guys, it's not healthy to have lots of photos of your ex in your apartment or on your Facebook page or in your phone. And if you keep checking her Instagram account, just block it. Don't go there. Don't prolong your misery. The next step is to start meeting new people. I know it can look scary, and I know that you can try to avoid it as long as possible because you're afraid of your bruised heart, but it is vitally important to start meeting new people, to put you out there, to meet someone, and to try to learn how to open up to people again. Also, it is very important to start meeting different people, even if you assume that they are not your type. As a professional matchmaker, and our psychologist agrees with me, we recommend to meet people whom you usually would cross out from the list of potential candidates because she doesn't look like your ex, or she is not the type of the person that you normally would have dated before your past relationship or before your marriage. When you start dating after the breakup, you start learning new things about yourself as well, and it will take time and it will take effort to understand what you really want and what you really need. And this is why it is important to meet different people, to actually go out on real dates, to talk, to flirt, to learn how your personality after the breakup reacts to their personality, to understand with whom you feel more comfortable, more confident, and you will slowly learn what you really need, and so often it's so different from what you believe you want and you need. Of course, you can use online dating, but only as a tool to bring your online communication offline. You have to get real dates. Don't hide behind your computer, and don't hide behind this illusion that you are in relationship by talking for months to some strangers. You have to go out on real dates with real people, have real conversations, and flirt. Be prepared that your first dates with the ladies will be awkward and ruined, and pretty much it will be your fault. It's very similar to returning back to gym after doing a long break. Your muscles will hurt and you will feel like quitting because your body has forgotten how to work out, and you will feel like quitting many times, but it is important to stick to the idea that you have to keep going. Guys, I repeat myself, it is important that you do not stick to online dating only. You have to get real dates with real ladies. And also, try to get rid of all the stereotypes that your date has to be blonde, brunette, or a redhead. Don't stick to the exact age as well. Who told you that your perfect match should be 7 years younger than you are precisely? Maybe your soulmate is 5 years younger. Maybe she is 1 year older than you are. Try not to stick to any stereotypes and stigmas. Don't be afraid to meet different people and to catch feelings. I know that you will kill a few dates and some dates will be awkward, but it will take some practice and you will become better and better in it, and you will start actually enjoying the dates, and you will improve your flirting skills, and you will notice which type of ladies actually pay sincere attention at you, and you will learn eventually what do you actually need. You will learn so much more about yourself while dating. Dating after a breakup can seem so complicated and even impossible, but again, it's all in your head. Of course, it is a good idea to hire a professional matchmaker, because a matchmaker can save you lots of time and prevent lots of pain, because the matchmaker will introduce you to different singles whom otherwise you would never have met, or it would take you like weeks, months to get so many dates. And what is more important, the matchmaker will make sure you're not skipping the dates and not sabotaging the process that much. Of course, matchmakers are not magicians, and we can't control the attitude of our clients, and attitude matters a lot. We can't control what you do or say during the dates, but we can give you feedback. Feedback is really precious because you can work with it. The matchmaker can tell you why this lady has decided not to go out with you, and what does it mean if she has texted you no chemistry. And for example, what exactly did you do to catch attention of another lady? Why the level of her interest is growing, what you are doing right. Don't forget that singles can be clingy with their old ways, and matchmaker can help you with that. Don't be like the guy from the second story who was still not over his much younger crush who was not even his girlfriend. He has chosen a destructive way to deal with that situation. I'm sure he still has those inner dialogues when he's asking himself what did he do wrong, why she hasn't chosen him, why she's with this younger boy, and he's still surfing through her pagers, he's still spying on her online. That's not the healthy way to deal with it. And mind you, that gentleman is in his 50s, so he's losing time. Instead of getting over his ex and trying to build a relationship with someone new, someone who could appreciate him for all the right reasons, he is stuck in his what if. The smart way to deal with it would be to finish all his self-dialogues, to thank her mentally for all the time that they have spent together, for all those trips, and to move on. And of course, he should absolutely block her on all social media accounts so that he doesn't have an easy way to track her down and to spy on her photos. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, maybe stories to share or comments, please don't forget to write them down below this video, because your comments inspire us to create more videos for you. I want to wish you love and only smart decision when it comes to love and dating. Svetlana Mukha from Diolli.com.